Hello guys, welcome back to my tutorial. Today we will going to see chapter 3 which is about artificial intelligence. In this chapter we will going to see the definition of artificial intelligence, needs of artificial intelligence, goals of artificial intelligence, what comprises artificial intelligence or the discipline party which will going to be the contribute for the existence of for the development of artificial intelligence, advantage of artificial intelligence. We will see disadvantage of artificial intelligence, and in this first part we will also see history of artificial intelligence. Qabiyyee chapter kana keessatti hiika artificial intelligence ilaalla, barbaachisummaa isaa ilaalla, barbaachisummaa isaa kan waliin ilaalta. Goals of artificial intelligence. Maalinni kaayoon artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence kaayoo maaliitiif uumame yookaan kaayoo maaliitiif nu barbaachisa. The another one is about what comprises of artificial intelligence. Discipline fields which contribute for the development of artificial intelligence. Discipline of field jira. Artificial intelligence develop gochuudhaaf maal kan barbaachisu. Advantages of artificial intelligence, faayidaa artificial intelligence, disadvantage artificial intelligence, miidhaasaa akkasumas immoo seenaa isaa ilaallaa jechuudha. Eessa jalqabe eenyuun eegalee jalqabbiin isaa maal fakkaata kan jedhu we will see this together. So the phrase artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is composed of two words, which is artificial and intelligent. Intelligence. Artificial and intelligence. Gaalin artificial intelligence jedhu wanta lamarraa kan dhufe nutti agarsiisa. Inni tokko artificial kan jedhuu fi inni lamaffaa kan intelligence kan nutti agarsiisa jechuudha. So artificial means man-made, or just we can say that the things that is made by the hand of the human being. And intelligence defines the thinking power of the device that has been developed, or the ability to learn and solve problems. Artificial jechuun maalinni man-made waan namni tolche yoo ta'u, intelligence jechuun maalinni ammoo the thinking power of the devices, the thinking ability of that devices which behave like the human being, or just we can say that the ability to learn and solving the problems, the ability to learn and solving the real problem is known as to be intelligence. So in generally, artificial intelligence means a man-made thinking power. A man-made thinking power devices. Man-made thinking power. Wanta nami hojjate dandeettii wanta yaadu wanta qabu tokko jechuudha. So the thing that has been developed by the hand of the human being, is able to learn and solve the real problems. Just generally we define artificial intelligence means a man-made thinking power of the devices. So we can define artificial intelligence as a branch of the computer science by which we can create an intelligent machine which can behave like a human being, which can behave thinking like a human, able to make a decision. Wanta akka dhala namaatti think gochuu danda'u, meeshaa akka dhala namaatti decision made gochuu danda'u. This is generally what we call an artificial intelligence. So intelligence, as we know, is the ability to appear and apply knowledge. As a human being, we are an intelligent human beings. We are an intelligent creature. So as a human being, we are able to acquire and apply the knowledge that we have learned, and apply the knowledge that we have learned, and apply the knowledge that we have acquired and apply the knowledge that we have learned, and apply the knowledge that we have acquired and apply the knowledge that we have learned, and apply the knowledge that we have acquired and apply the knowledge that we have learned, and apply the knowledge that we have acquired and apply the knowledge that we have learned, and apply the knowledge that we have acquired and apply the knowledge that we have learned, and apply the knowledge that we have acquired 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 and apply the know through our experiences or just the knowledge that we are learned from our teachers. So, intelligent jechuun is ability to acquire and apply knowledge. Dandeettii beekumsa itti argachuu fi beekumsa san itti apply gochuu dandeenyu jechuudha. An intelligent. To be said, we are intelligent if we are able to acquire knowledge or ability from our teachers and able to apply that knowledge for the real environment or to solve the real problem of the world. So knowledge is the information acquired through experience. Knowledge jechuun it's an information which is acquired through the experiences. Odeeffannaa karaa muuxannaa kennaatiin arganne knowledge jennaan. So what about an experience? Experience. It is a knowledge gained through exposure or it's a knowledge gained through training. Knowledge karaa shaakalaatiin argan. Maal jedhama experience jennaan jechuudha. Just muuxannoo isa inni sanaan jechuudha muuxannoo. To sum up the term, we get the artificial intelligence as a copy of something natural, like the copy of the human being, especially an intelligent machine which are currently exist all of the world are the copy of the human being. They are imitated from the behavior of the human being, who is capable of acquiring and applying the information it has been gained through the different number of training. Taramni kan sababu walumaa gala gaafa ilaallu artificial intelligence maalinni copy wanta uumamaan tokkooti. They are imitating, they are copying, especially artificial intelligence developers are imitating what is naturally existing before. Especially they are imitating the copy of the human being's behavior. They are also able to develop the machines which behave like the human being. So artificial intelligence exists when the machine can have human-based skills such as learning, reasoning, solving real problem with artificial intelligence. An artificial intelligence machine jedhama kan isaan exist jiraachuu danda'anu dandeettii dhalli namaa qabaatu kanneen akka learning barachuu, reasoning, xiinxala, rakkoolee hawaasa keenya furuu danda'u, rakkoolee real world kana furuu yoo danda'an, that is we can say that it is an artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence. So the another one is intelligence is composed of the components, the composition of the artificial intelligence, the intelligent devices. To be said that our devices are artificially intelligent, they should have to contain the following this information. The first one is the ability of the reasoning, the ability to learn from the data or from the experience, solving the real problem, perception from the percepting the stimulus for the environment, and also linguistic intelligence, like artificial intelligence, natural language understanding. So an artificial system is composed of all these things. Our intelligent devices should have to have all these principles. They should have to be able to reason. They are able to learn new things from the environment. They are able to solve the problem of the world. They should have to be able to perceive some information from the environment through different number of sensors, and they are also able to understand the natural language that we are speak. The meeshaalee artificial intelligence kuni wanta akka dandeettii yaadu, dandeettii waa barachuu, rakkoolee hawaasaa rakkoo furuu, stimulation environment irraa jiru. Temperature haa ta'uu, humidity haa ta'uu, wanta barbaade objectoota haa ta'uu kanneen percept gochuu danda'u, linguistic intelligence qabaachuu, dandeettii afaan dhala namaa kana understand gochuu qabaachuu qabu. Artificial intelligence tokko wanta kana qabaachuu qabaachuu. So generally, our artificial intelligence system is composed of two things. The first one is the agent and the environment. An agent, maybe the human or the robot, is anything that can perceive its environment through different number of sensors. which act upon that environment through affectors. So, artificial intelligence can mark agent and environment. Agent jechuun wanta device nuti hojjennu sana device nuti hojjennu sun artificial intelligence wanta dhala namaatiin hojjetame environment kan jennu environment jechuun naannoo wanta irratti dalagu sana jechuudha. Systemiin keenya waan dalagameef qaba. Wanti device sun artificial intelligence yoo ta'u eriyaan inni irratti hojjetu sun immoo environment jennaan jechuudha. So environment sana device kan keenya artificial intelligence kan jennu kallattii garaagaraatiin sense godhan isaan sensorota garaagaraa qabu jechuudha. Kaameraa ta'uu danda'a, different number of sensorota ta'uu danda'a jechuudha. Karaa kanaan environment isaanii wajjin integrate godhanii environment barbaachisu sana keessatti act gochuu danda'an jechuudha. This is if you are freshman students, be aware that the questions may become in the form of the filling the blank space. I am sure bit again. So an artificial intelligence is composed of dash and a dash. So you should have to answer it agent. Our artificial intelligence system is composed of agent and its environment. So our agents can be the human or robot. The environment is the place on which our system is able to act upon it. The another one is a machine perception. Artificial intelligence, just you may come across to the machine perception means its ability to use inputs from the sensors, ability to use the inputs from the sensor, ability to use inputs from the sensors. So for our artificial intelligence, sensors may be the camera that is connected to the devices, the microphones that we are using in order to input our sound into computer system or to artificial intelligence machines, and also the another one is sensors. So through these different number of sensors, our machines, our artificial intelligence devices are able to perceive or sense their environment. So our machine perception jechuun maalinni machine perception yoo dandeetti artificial intelligence device kenna input naannoorraa fudhatu data jechuudha. This inputs can be the data. So data kana karaa kaameraatiin fudhatu danda'a. Karaa kaameraatiin image as an image. Data can be as an image in the form of image. Microphones. So our artificial intelligence devices may use microphones in order to detect or understand our voices, and also sensors in order to collect different number of sensors from the environment to deduce aspects of the world or to understand what is happening in the environment through computer vision application. The another one is high profile example of artificial intelligence. Maybe autonomous vehicles means they are self-driving vehicles like drone and self-driving car. If you consider drones and self-driving car, they are driverless. They are self-driving cars or application of an artificial intelligence. They are also good example of artificial intelligence. Medically diagnosing devices that are currently used by the healthcare providers in the hospital. Also good examples of the artificial intelligence. Another one is proving mathematical theorems. The application or the agent which is able to prove the mathematical theorem is also considered as the artificial intelligence. They also are playing a game such like the chess or Go. They are also an example of artificial intelligence devices. Search engines, especially such as Google search by self is a good example of the artificial intelligence devices. Online assistants such like Siri special online assistants, they are able to recognize our sounds in the form of digits and also give the response for our query, which has been taken in the form of the sound. The another one is image recognition in the photography, spam filtering, prediction of the judicial decisions, and targeting online advertisements applications are in general. They are good example of artificial intelligence devices. The another one is about artificial intelligence deals with the area of developing computing systems, which is capable of perform tasks that humans are very good at. Artificial intelligence kan jennu kun area computing keessatti dandeettii dhalli namaa wanta dhalli namaa godhuu danda'u tokko kan akka recognizing objects, the ability to recognize the object from the environment, ability of making sense of speech, ability of sound recognitions, and ability of decision making according to the data that has been given into it during model training or during the machine training. So, artificial intelligence kan jennu kun area computing ta'ee maalinni dandeettii dhalli namaa godhuu danda'u tokko wantoota naannoo irraa hubachuu. Wantoota naannoo irraa hubachuu, sagalee dhala namaa haala salphaan hubachuu, making sense of the speech, akkasumas immoo murtee kennu, wanta tokko murtee kennu irratti akka dhalli namaa kennuu danda'u artificial intelligence device wani kunneen dandeettii akkasii akka dhala namaa qabu jechuudha. Akka dhala namaatti kanneen cufa dalaguu danda'an jechuudha. The another one is machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning. Machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning. So sometimes the users may are confusing by using by those different number of sciences: the machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning. Sometimes our users or the students use those terms interchangeably, but they are completely different. So, an artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning have become the most talked about the technologies in the today's commercial environment. As a company are using those innovations to build intelligent machine applications. Currently, the different number of factories all over the world are using these concepts, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning, in order to improve their business activity in one particular organizations. So, Malini, although these terms are dominating business dialogue all over the world today, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and deep learning. Namoonni wantoota kanaan yeroo hedduu confused ta'an, but they are completely different. They are not the same. Interchangeability fayyadamuu hin dandeenyu jechuudha. Instead of machine learning, we cannot use artificial intelligence. Instead of artificial intelligence, we cannot use say machine learning. Instead of machine learning, just we cannot say that deep learning. But let me see. We will see their differences following on the following slide. So, in terms of using interchangeably, but the users or by the students, but they are not the quite refer the same things, but they not quite refer the same things. Mani isaan kunniin namoonni tokko tokko interchangeability fayyadamuu danda'u. Garuu they are completely different. Here is an illustration, but they have some relationship. They are relationships. I'm not saying that they are completely different. They have the relationship, but to use the terms interchangeably, we are not correct. I'm saying that we are not correct to use the terms interchangeably, but they have relationships. So here is an illustration that has been indicated by the graph. So artificial intelligence is the ability of the machine. Look, artificial intelligence is the ability of the machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. Okay, artificial intelligence is the ability of the machine to imitate intelligent human behavior. So, artificial intelligence kun maalinni dandeettii maashiniin tokko dandeettii dhala namaa tokko imitate godhee akkuma dhalli namaa godhu tokkotti godhee dhiyeessuu danda'u jechuudha. Environment isinsi godhaa, responsiidha, useriidhaaf kennaa, akkasumas immoo dalagaa dalaguu qabu kamiyyuu ni dalagaa akka dhala namaa. So, but machine learning is a subclass of, or just it is application of artificial intelligence. Machine learning is application area of an artificial intelligence. So, it is an application of an artificial intelligence, application of an artificial intelligence system to automatically learn and improve from the experience. From the experience. Dandeetti maalitti dandee application era artificial intelligence ta'e maalinni keessattuu in this case machine learning is there is a model. Our model is trained by using the training data set. Then according to the trained data set, it is able to learn something from that data. Then based on the learned data set, it is able to predict something. But in deep learning it is an application of the machine learning. So that uses complex algorithms and deep neural networks to train our model. So in malinni application machine learning application machine learning ta'ee malinni complex algorithmoota fayyadaman jechuudha. Kanneen akka bifa neuroneetiin data set irraa barata jechuudha. Bifa neuroneetiin data set irraa barate model of danda'u mata jechuudha. Modela akka wata predict gochuuf isa gargaaru. So just we can generalize that deep learning is a subset of machine learning, or machine learning is a subset of an artificial intelligence. So using those terms interchangeably is quite wrong. So the another one is needs of artificial intelligence. So why we need artificial intelligence? Let me see. So to learn the great need of artificial intelligence is to create expertise systems that exhibit intelligent behavior with the capability to learn, demonstrate, explain, and advise it to users. So malinni kayo inni guddani expertise system arqabachuudhaaf. Barbaachisummaan artificial intelligence expertise system. Ogeessa expert jettanii ogeessa knowledge area tokko irratti nama ogeessa expertii waajjira saniiti. Maaliif siniin jedhan seetan akkasitti waa'ee waajjira sanaa waa'ee hojii sanaa sirriitti beekaa jechuudha nama sana. So the main need of the fundamental need of our artificial intelligence is to have or to create the intelligent system which may exhibit intelligent behavior with the capability amala intelligent system ta'e kan qabu kan akka kan barachuu danda'u kan wantoota demonstrate agarsiisuu danda'u kan wantoota explain gochuu danda'u fi useroota isaa advise gochuu kan danda'u. Wanta kana qabaachuudhaaf artificial intelligence nu barbaachisa jechuudha. So helping machines to find solutions to complex problems like humans do and applying them as an algorithms in a computer-friendly manner. The another one is the goals of artificial intelligence. Malinni kaayoon artificial intelligence. What are the goals of artificial intelligence? Kaya inni guddaan maali? Maaliif nu barbaachisa? The first one is replicate human intelligence. The first one, replicate human intelligence. Replicate human intelligence means imitating or copying, or just you can say reserving, replicating and reusing the intelligence, the human intelligence, power, by creating the devices. And also they are the system or the artificial intelligence developers are replicate human intelligence. It means they are copying, but they are imitating to imitate the human intelligence. The first fundamental goals of artificial intelligence is to replicate human intelligence. Means jechuun maalini dandeettii dhala namaa sana replicate gochuudha, imitate gochuudha. The second one is also solving knowledge intensive tasks. In order to solve knowledge intensive tasks, hojii beekumsa guddaa barbaadu tokko solve gochuudhaaf nu gargaara jechuudha artificial intelligence. The third one is an intelligent connection of perception and action. An intelligent connection of perception and action means to have an intelligent machine which perceives the environment and then takes the action according to the received stimulus from the environment. Intelligent connection, perception, if action. One environment act gochuu yoo deebii kan kennu ta'e deebii barbaachisa tarkaanfii kan fudhatu tarkaanfii barbaachisa. Security camera yoo ta'e security camera gaafa objectoon wantoonni nuti barbaanne akka naannoo keenya seenan nu barbaanne tokko yoo seenani sagalee beep sound haa ta'u sagalee barbaachisu akka isaa kennan gochuu jechuudha. So the another one is the build machine that can perform tasks that require human intelligence. Maashinii dandeetota dhala namaa barbaadan dandeettii dhala namaa eeriyaas dandeettii dhala namaa barbaachisu tokko akkasitti maashinii akkasii dhala namaa bakka bu'ee nuuf hojjetu qabaachuudhaaf nu barbaachisa jechuudha. So like proving theoremii tokko proving gochuudhaaf chessii taphachuudhaaf playing chess game playing some surgical action hojii baqaqsanii yaaluu self-driving a car to have the self-traveling in the city. So, theoremii proving godhuudhaaf chessii daamaa jechuudha. Tapha daamaa nu taphatuuf hojii baqaqsanii yaaluutiin hojjechuudhaaf self-driving carrii faa kan akka diroonii faa ittiin uummachuudhaaf jechuudha. Kaayyoon guddaan artificial intelligence jechuudha. So it's a very wonderful subject. So we should have to be familiarize ourselves with this artificial intelligence concepts. So creating this first one is creating some system that exhibit intelligent behavior. Maashinoota dandeettii dhala namaa kan akka intelligent behavior dhala namaa exhibit qabaachuu danda'an. Learning new things from the environment by itself. Wanta haaraa naannoo isaaniirraa ofii isaaniitiif baruu maashinii kana qabaachuun akkam nama gargaara akkam si gaariidha. So demonstrating what they learned wanta baratan isaan demonstrate gochuu wanta baratan isaan explain wanta nu godhan kan advise its useroota isaa maashinii gorsuu danda'a. Wanta kana qabaachuudhaaf baay'ee nu gargaara. This is all about the goals of artificial intelligent machines. So what kind of principles are there to have or to create an artificial intelligence which will be able to reasoning, able to learning, problem solving, percept the stimulus from the environment, and will going to be understand the language that we are speak. So in order to develop the machine or artificial intelligence which able to behave the ability of the ability that we have naturally, like reasoning, learning, problem solving, percepting the environment, and understanding our language. So we should have to have such like principles, like mathematical principle. We should have to, our artificial intelligence should have to have biology, understand concepts, especially to understand the RNA and different number of biological structures that we have. Also psychology. The psychology concepts, sociology principles plays an important role. The computer science applications, neurons study, and some statistics principles are very essential in order to create artificial intelligent devices. Maali kana jechuun maalinni qabiyyee yookiin naamusoota nu barbaachisan. Kana artificial intelligence create gochuudha. So artificial intelligence kana jalqaba create gochuudha maaltu nu barbaachisa? Maashinii reason gochuu danda'u, maashinii learn gochuu danda'u, maashinii problemoota solve gochuu danda'an, akkasumas immoo maashinii naannoo isaanii percept yookiin sense gochuu danda'an, language dhala namaa understand gochuu danda'u. Qabaachuudhaaf maaltu nu barbaachisa? Herrega nu barbaachisa. Conceptii herregaa qabaachuu qaba. Device nuti develop goon. Biology conceptii biology. Biology application qabaachuu qaba. Psychology, sociology, computer science, neuron study, statistics, especially neuron study malee deep learning keessatti application guddaa qabaachuu. So artificial intelligence tokko create gochuudhaaf disciplinoota kanneen qabaachuu qaba. This is what comprises to artificial intelligence or the principles that is contributing for the existence of artificial intelligence. Another one is what the advantages of artificial intelligence. Why we use it? Maali barbaachisu? Faayidaan isaa maali? Let's discuss each of them. So the first advantage of this artificial intelligence is high accuracy with fewer error. To develop or to perform some performance or to operate some actions in high accuracy with a fair error, artificial intelligence plays a fundamental role. Artificial intelligence machines or systems are prone to fewer error than human beings with high accuracy as it takes decision as per pre-experience or information. Malini accuracy guddaadhaan dogongora xiqqaadhaan dalagaa hojjechuudhaaf nu gargaara jechuudha. So artificial intelligence maashinoonni kenna godhan siistamiin kenna maaliin dogongoraa fi baay'ee xiqqaadha. Dogongora xiqqaa hojjetu akka dhala namaati miti. Akka dhala namaa dogongora guddaadhaan pirooni miti isaan. Accuracy guddaa qabu. Dala decisionii tokko dafanii design gochuudhaaf akkasumas immoo experience duraan qaban sana sirriitti fayyadamuudhaaf akka dhala namaa forget godhan. Nuti dhalli namaa forget godhan experience waggaa hadda kaleessa waggaa hadda qabaachuu dhiisuu dandeenya. So irra deebinee waan sana remember gochuu nu gaafata. Isaan akkasumatti once as they are trained they are able to remember that information immediately. The other one is high speed. So our artificial intelligence are high in speed. Our system can be very high speed and fast decision making. Because of that, artificial intelligence system can beat chess champion in chess game. Kaisin nibu speeding isani baay'ee guddaa. Artificial intelligence kunniin maalinni decision speed guddaa qabanii dafanii waa tokko decide gochuu danda'an. Akka keenya suuta miti jechuudha. Akka dhala namaa suuta miti. Sababii kanaatiif tapha daamaa dhala namaa mo'achuu danda'aniiru. Maaliif? Taphi katiin taphatamu akkuma isin beektan sa'aatii namaan murteessu. Sa'aatii sana keessatti wanta murteessuu qabu ispiidii kamiyyuu deemu akkasumas immoo decisionii mataa fi decisionii sirrii fudhachuudhaan chess game yookiin tapha daamaa mo'achuudhaan badhaasa guddaa argateera. Artificial intelligence. The other one is high reliability. So our machine is highly reliable. Our artificial intelligence is highly reliable than a human being. So the machines are highly reliable and can perform the same action multiple times with high accuracy. The same action is multiple times with high accuracy. We are as a human being, we cannot perform the same action multiple times with the same accuracy. Nuti dhalli namaa dalagaa tokko yeroo hunda maalinni bifa wal fakkaataadhaan dalagaa wal fakkaata accuracy wal fakkaataadhaan dalaguu hin dandeenye. Fakkeenya mathematical problem tokko fudhatanii kaleessa yoo sirrii dalagneera haala dogongoruu dandeenya. Akkasumatti deviceoonni keenya kun artificial intelligence maashinoonni kan keenya maalinni yeroo kamiyyuu dhala nama caalaa they are reliable. If you consider surgery, although surgery fudhatanii amma surgical operation utuu artificial intelligence kunniin bakka bu'anii dhala namaa kan hojjetan ta'e waan akka waa tokko garaa namaa keessatti dagatuu hin danda'an. So dogongora warra fayyaatiin maybe namni tokko du'uu danda'a. Kanaaf dogongora akkasiillee hin hojjetan isaan. Keerii guddaa kenninaafin they are reliable, they are able to perform the same action multiple times with the same accuracy. So this is the third advantage of the artificial intelligence, which is high reliable. Another one is about the useful for risk areas. They are very useful for risk areas, especially the area which is not comfortable for the human being to employ or to work there. So artificial intelligence plays the fundamental roles. So they can be helpful in situation where diffusing bombs objects and exploration of the ocean floor, where it's very complex, maybe risky for the human being. In the area where it's very risky for the human being, artificial intelligence or using artificial intelligence is very important. For example, bakka dhalli namaa baay'eetu sodaachisu lubbuu dhala namaatti baay'ee sodaachisu eegaa fakkeenyaaf amma naannoo ibiddaa naannoo bishaan guddaa naannoo fakkeenyaaf amma waraana ciccimoo kan akka droonii fa'aa. For example, if you consider the military forces use the drones in order to attack their enemy and to avoid the risks around there. Risking and no sanajiru avoid gochuudhaafi the military forces use the self-driving drones. Droonii shufeerii hin qabne fayyadamuudhaan diina isaanii rukutuu danda'u. The another one is about the another advantage of having the artificial intelligence is digital assistant. If you consider the Siri and the Cortana, both the Siri and the Cortana, they are digitally assisting the different about the user. Siri, especially there is online digital assistance. It receives the number of the query in the form of audio from the users, and then it is able to answer that questions. for the user. Digital assist. They assist the users online. A digital assistant maa jechuun maali inni bakka dhala namaa bu'uudhaan hojii nama gargaaru jechuudha. If you consider for example chatbot also digital assistant device, digital assistant or application application area of artificial intelligence, digital assist dhala namaa odoo hin ta'in software ta'anii dhala namaa gargaaran. Gaafilee kan keenya karaa voiceetiin nurraa fuudhanii voicee keenya sanaaf deebii nuu kennan jechuudha. Siri onlineidha. Online hojjeta koortonaan dammoo desktop based applicationidha. Desktop keenyarraa wanta barbaanne soundii kan keenya fudhatee deebii nuu kenna jechuudha. Or just soundii kan keenya nurraa fudhatee wanta search gochuu barbaanne search nuu gochuu danda'a jechuudha. So the another one is useful as a public utility. For the sake of public utility, tajaajila hawaasaa kennuudhaaf artificial intelligence baay'ee barbaachisaadha. It can be very useful for public utility. In fact, for example, public utilities such like self-driving car, to have a safe journey, and also for the sake of facial recognition, for security purposes. Fakkeenyaaf amma barriiwwan gurguddoo dhaabbata gurguddaa facial recognition system wani jira. Namoota achi keessa jiranii qofa kan galchuu danda'u jechuudha. Namni fuulli haaraa yoo dhufe galchuu hin danda'u jechuudha. For the sake of for the security purpose. Facial fuula keenya recognize godha. Hojjettoota kaampaanii sana keessa jiran qofa galchuu danda'a yookiin immoo fuulli haaraan yoo jiraate detect godha jechuudha. Gaafa detect godhu alarmii warra poolisootaaf dhageessisa bifa sanaan. The another one is natural language processing. Public utility like natural language processing, for example, for search engine, especially for search engine, spell checker and assistants like Siri, for language like Google Translation. This is all about the useful as a public utility of application area of or the advantage of an artificial intelligence. So the another one is disadvantage of artificial intelligence. What's the disadvantage? The first one is the first disadvantage of having an artificial intelligence is high cost. So to buy the machine which behave like a human being, it's very high cost. It's very difficult for the organization, especially for the developing countries, to have such like devices or artificial intelligence devices for the factory, for the organization to do the different number of operation they need. Bio data, hardware and software requirement of artificial intelligence are very costly. Keessattuu so hardware fi software in application ota area kanneen install gochuudhaaf nu barbaachisan baay'ee widdiidha jechuudha. So the another one is can't think out of the box. Means the system, our artificial intelligence devices is only able to or perform only according to the instruction that has been given to it, except the instruction that has been given to it. But the system developer, they cannot think out of that box. They cannot perform any other work. If it's a house cleaner machine, they cannot wash any our clothes. If it is a surgical operation, artificial intelligence, they cannot carry another patient except surgical work. The other ones, no feeling and emotions. If you hit the artificial intelligence device, they cannot detect such like emotions, and they cannot be angry. They cannot understand, or they cannot train themselves from the environment. So they cannot, they have no feeling and emotion. They cannot hungry. They cannot be tired. They can't tire. So they are feelingless and emotionless machines. Malini, they cannot think out of box. They are only do what works for which they are trained for or programmed. Wanta isan trained taneef shaa jechuun leenji amane sana qofa hojjeta jechuudha. Fakkeenyaaf maashinii waraanaa yoo ta'e maashinii waraana qofa hojjeta malee lafa qotuu hin danda'u. Waraana yoo ta'e diina a'uu malee inni barumsa barsiisuu hin danda'u. Kana jechuudha. Fakkeenyaaf dhalli namaa we are as a human being, we are able to think out of the box. Wanta nu barsiise gara biraa hojjennee akkasitti yaaduu dandeenya jechuudha. Garuu maashinoonni kan keenya akkasii miti. Waa itti kennan qofa hojjechuu danda'an. They cannot work, they cannot act on other works rather than for the work that has been it trained for. Feeling in qaban, emotion in qaban. Dadhabni hin jedhanu maal hin jedhanu. Garuu maal inni miidhaa cimaa geggeessisuu danda'a. Garuu yoo keeriin guddaa hin kennaminiif miidhaa guddaa geggeessisuu danda'an jechuudha artificial intelligence device on. The another one is the increased dependency on machines. This means with the increment of technology, as a number of technology increases, we as a human being are depending on the technology. Just being depending on the technology increases dependency on the machines. This is one of the disadvantages of having artificial intelligence in one particular organizations. So, malini akkuma technology dabalaa deemu maali godha dandeettiin dhala namaa isarratti maashina irratti hundaa jechuudha. So malini just when we depend on the machines, we may lose our mental capability. Our mental capability dandeettii kan keenya lose gochuu dandeenya jechuudha. Yeroo hunda malini wanta sanatti fiin. Fakkeenya nama dictionary fayyadamuu barbaade yeroo hundumaaf gaafa dictionary hiika jecha haaraa gaafa dhagu dictionary tuutaadha. Maafi namni suni dictionary irratti depend ta'eera waan ta'eef. So contextually hiika jecha haaraa sana argatuu hin danda'u namni dictionary sana fayyadamuu barate yeroo hundumaa. So kanaaf maalinni technology gaafa fayyadamuu baay'isnu negative maal dandeettii dhala sammuu kan keenya luus gochaa deema. Maalifi achirratti waan hirkannuuf yeroo hunda ofitti amanuu maran hojjechuu waan hin dandeenyeef. So the another one is about no original creativity. Our machine has no original creativity. Original creativity as a human being hin qabu jechuudha. Wanta haaraa create godhee hin danda'u. Wanta namitti kennu qofa hojjeta dalagaa garagaraa hojjechuu hin danda'u. As a human are so creative and can imagine some new ideas, but still artificial intelligent machines cannot beat this power. One can chapter darbu in dandenne cannot be creative and imaginative of human intelligence. Dandeettii dhala namaa kana darbee wanta haaraa godhuu hin dandeenye jechuudha. So no original creativity. If we deploy artificial intelligence for each and every activity in one particular organization, completely, there is no original creativity for that particular company. So the another one is the history of artificial intelligence. So what the history of artificial intelligence look like? So in 1943, there is evaluation of the artificial intelligence neuron. Evaluation of artificial intelligence neuron. Bara 1948 evaluation of artificial intelligence neuron ture. Concepting artificial intelligence bara 1943 neegal. Bara 1990 maalini Turing machine ture jechuudha. The Turing machine. Bara 1950 ture. In 1956 there was birth of Dartmouth Conference. This Dartmouth Conference was held by one particular American scientist in order to come up with the concept of artificial intelligence. So different number of scientists that had been gathered in 1956 in America in order to come up with new concepts of the artificial intelligence. In 1966, first chatbot of ELISA has been developed. The chat, just we have seen that what is the chatbot, and also we have seen the application of chatbot, and also I have tried to demonstrate how the human beings are interacting with the chatbot. So if you haven't seen my first chapter, go through my channels and view that first chapter, how the chatbots work, interact with the human being. The another one in 1972, the first intelligence robot, Wabot first has been emerged. In 1974, through 18, first artificial intelligence winner was revealed or introduced for the users, and in 1980, expertise system, expertise system developed. expertise system, the system which is very have knowledge, have good knowledge on one particular environment area or subject area. The another one is in 1987 through 1993, second artificial intelligence winner was developed in 1997 in IBM Deep Blue. Deep Blue has been invented. IBM Deep Blue was the first machine which is beat a world chess champion. Machine barakudani sagali bara kudani sagal torbatti tapha dama dhala nama taphate injifatu danda'e jechuudha. Bara 2002 maaltu uumame in 2002 artificial intelligence in home vacuum cleaner which is Roomba has been developed. This is Roomba kun maalinni house cleaner ida vacuum cleaner ida maalinni self camera maalinni gubbaa ishee sanatti camera witti hidhata hidhamtee jirti mana keessa naanna'uudhaan mana qulqulleessuudhaaf gargaarti jechuudha. This is Roomba artificial intelligence which is developed in 2002 as American Gregorian calendar. So in 2011 IBM was developed, and in 2012 Google has been developed. So as we have said in 1956, John MC Carty coined the term artificial intelligence. He is able to come up with a new concept of artificial intelligence, which has been had been held in an American country by collecting different number of scientists together. Namtichi maqaansaa dubbisaas fe'eliisa. Namichi John jedhamu kun maalinni saayintistoota Ameerikaa keessaa walitti qabuudhaan yaada artificial intelligence yaada jalqabaa dhiyeesse jechuudha. So this man is considered as to be the father of artificial intelligence in the history of American artificial intelligence. So the another one in 1969, Chuck was the first general purpose mobile robot was built. In 1997, the supercomputer Deep Blue. Baru asal sagaltamii torbatti Deep Blue dhufee jechuudha. Deep Blue kun maalinni maashinoota dhala namaa akka dhala namaatti daamaa nama waliin taphatu danda'u. Taphachasiin nama waliin taphatu danda'u. So in 2002, the first commercially successful robot baru dhalinsi Roomba sana jechuudha. Bara 2002tti maashinii commercial successful robotii ta'e vacuum cleaner kan ta'e Roombaan hojjetame jechuudha. Roombaan hojjetame. Bara 2005 hanga 2009tti fi haga hadhaa maaltu ture bara 2005 hanga 2019 up to today we have different number of artificial intelligence like speech recognition application is how Sagalena understanding good robotic process automation, factoron garagara, kaniti robotic prostan, advancing robotics, smart home, IoT device gahabaran. We will see what is smart home is about. Smart home, other innovation on the garagara, haga amati mutatir. Kesatu barakumadamadi damat. Main company Baidu Malega is a betani. The Baidu releases linear fold artificial intelligence algorithms. Linear folding kun malin gargaro. It is for the sake of medical and scientific and medical team developing for vaccines during early stage of COVID-19 pandemic. Malif nu gargara inni kun algorithmon kunni. So the algorithms can predict RNA sequences of the viruses in very short period of 8 to 7 seconds, which is very 100 times faster than the currently existing technology. Malini RNA sequence RNA virus tokko sekondi 27 keessatti predict gochuu danda'a jechuudha. Inni kun si'a 120 teknoloojiota duraan jiran caalaa sequence virus tokko predict gochuu caalaa jechuudha. Jiroo muraasa keessatti. This is very recently developed artificial intelligence by Baidu in 2002, which is linear fold artificial intelligence algorithms, which is able to detect the RNA sequence of the viruses within 27 seconds, which is very higher than the currently existing technology by 120 times faster than that of the previously existing technologies. This is the end of our today's lesson. Please subscribe my channel. Don't forget to subscribe it. I like you and thank you. This is the end of the first part of the chapter 3. I will return back by coming up with the second chapter of the chapter 3 and have a nice time.